Women actually test men a lot. Most times is to check if they are good enough for them to date, and some other times is to disqualify you from even dating them. A woman always wants to be sure of the kind of man she's about to date. And most times, this is why they test you. Now, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys the 4 different ways women actually test men and how you as a guy can pass, or basically how you can spot when she's testing you and know how to go about it without failing the test. Now, the first way women test men is what is called the compliance test. Compliance test is basically a woman testing you to know if you always do what she wants. Now, there are sometimes a girl will tell you, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Now, she's not actually asking those things because she wants them. She wants to know if you always be the kind of guy who will always tell her yes, yes, and yes, who will always try to impress her, who will always try to agree to everything she says. Now, when a girl notices that you have this pattern of always telling her yes, 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 in her mind, she will tell herself that this guy is actually a simp, and therefore I can easily get anything I want from him. And from then onwards, this girl forms a habit of always asking for things which she knows she doesn't want, or she just wants to have them. Those things are very, very unnecessary to her, but because she knows you are the kind of person who will always tell her yes, she will not keep taking advantage of you. This is why sometimes a guy will date a girl only for him to discover that he is spending way more money than he used to spend when he was single. Sometimes you are the cause of it. You began this pattern of never telling a woman no. Even when she wanted you to tell her no, you always told her yes. And therefore, she formed the habit of always asking you for things because she knows you can't tell her no. Now, one of the things I always tell guys is how you start a relationship with women is how they expect you to continue. It's always advisable that when you start a relationship new, always tell a girl no. If you know you don't want to get her this, tell her no. She's not going to do anything to you. Most times she will even respect you more because you stood up for yourself, because she will know that, okay, this guy is not the kind of guy to mess with, because he will always tell you his mind. If he wants to get it, he will get it. If he doesn't want it, he will tell you no. They tend to respect you even more. Unlike when you are a yes man, these women will only like pieces you. They will take the advantage of you from every corner, left and right. They will take advantage of you to the point whereby you won't even know where your money is going to. But you know that all your money is entering your relationship. But you don't know what reasonable thing you are doing with your money. Because this girl is finessing you, taking advantage of you left and right. And you keep telling her yes until you become broke. Never fail this test. When at the start of that relationship, at the start of the relationship, when a girl is constantly asking you for things, the one you know you can do, tell her yes, I'll do it. And the one you can do, tell her, babe, no, I can't do this. Next time, I can do it, but now I just can't. You pass the test because she actually wants you to tell her no, so she will get more attracted to you, because women love men who can stand up for themselves and say their mind and not trying to impress them or always agree with them. They will only lose respect for you and take advantage of you. Now, the next way women test men is what is called the confidence test. Have you ever been with a girl and she told you something about yourself which you naturally don't like? Now, she's not telling you that thing because she wants you to like start overreacting. She's actually telling you that to know how you will react to it. She doesn't want you to overreact. She just wants to try to get under your skin and see how you behave. Now, if you want to actually make a girl to know that you've passed this test, laugh it off. For example, now I'm a bald guy. It's obvious I'm bald. Now, if I go out on a date with a girl and a girl tells me, I don't like bald guys, I'll tell her, okay, me self, I don't like girls who have hair. I prefer bald girls like me. Because me, I'm bald. I also want to date bald girls. She will laugh. I will laugh. Subconsciously, it will register in her mind that you can't easily get under this guy's skin. You can't make him feel inferior. And women love guys who never feel inferior. Because, of course, you are confident. It shows you are confident. And women love confident men because a man who is confident can easily stand up for them tomorrow, or when they start dating, or when they have a family. This kind of man will always stand up for his family This kind of man will always try his best to protect his family because, of course, he's not the kind of person who is emotional. He's always going to be confident, stand up for her, and stand up for the family. Women actually find this attractive. They actually test you with this to know if they should continue to, pursue this relationship with you, or they should just back off. Now, if a girl told me this and I started reacting emotionally, I started insulting her, you're a fool, you are this, you are that. Why did you insult me? All those things. The girl would be like, this one is getting emotional because of this small thing I told him. This one, I'm not going to date him. This is how you fail the test. So therefore, when a woman tries to get under your skin, always laugh it off. Laugh it off. Except she goes over the boundary, be like, babe, please, I beg you, in the name of God, or whatever you believe in, don't try this thing again. You give her a strict warning, but in a very calm manner. Of course, she will respect you even more, but never allow a woman to get under your skin. Never get emotional. They don't want you to get emotional, but they just want to know how you react. It's always as simple as that. The next test is what is actually called the congruency test. Now, when you are a guy and you meet a girl newly, you always tell her, babe, I'll do this, I can do this, I can even last 2 hours in bed. I will take you to Dubai for vacation and all those stuff. Then when the time reach for you to do those things, you start telling her stories. Women don't find men who don't know how to keep to their words attractive. If a woman knows that you are constantly failing on your words, she's not going to like you that much again. Because women always remember. The worst thing you can do to a woman is to promise her something and not get it for her. They will always remind you. Even if they don't remind you, it's always in their brain that this guy promised me this and not get it for me. That's why sometimes, out of the blue, this girl will remind you, you promised me this the last 3 years. You'll be like, wow, how did you even know? How did you even recall? They always remember. Remember. So don't say things you know you can't do. Always start the start dating girls by being yourself. Don't try to be someone you're not. Don't try to tell them that you are someone you're not, because in the long run, it's going to hurt you. And women, when they see that you lie to them, they'll feel used, and of course, they'll walk away from that relationship. So it's always better that you start a relationship by being yourself. If she leaves, she leaves. If she likes you, she likes you. At least you know that this one likes me for who I am, not because of who I claimed or I faked to be. Never fail this test. Don't tell a woman what you know you can do. It comes back to hurt you. Don't do it. The next test is what is called the dominance test. Have you ever been with a girl who is trying to boss you around? If you are with this girl, if you've ever encountered this kind of girl before, she was actually trying to do what is called the dominance test. She wants to find out if she can easily boss you around. And the kind of girls who always do this are girls who claim to be boss ladies. When they meet you for the first time, okay, they'll be like, okay, this one, can I control this one? Can I tell him what to do? Majority of the times, these kind of girls are damaged. Now, if you remain with these kind of girls and allow them to control you, you will be the girlfriend in that relationship and they'll be the boyfriend. This is why sometimes you see a man and a woman married man and woman, husband and wife. But in the actual sense, the wife is the husband. Why the husband is the wife? Why the man is the wife? Because when the woman started doing this dominance test, the man allowed the woman to take control. And that is how it went on, even in marriage. And the woman always took the lead and ran the whole marriage till probably the man get tired and filed for divorce. But now when a woman you are getting to know newly is trying to boss you around. For example, she came to your house, she's already changing everything. Two of you are going out, she's trying to tell you which clothes to wear. Two of you have not even have not even dated for 4 months or 5 months, and she's telling you, babe, you see this your salary, we have to divide it. When we go to savings, when we go to investment, and all that. No, these advices are good, but when she's trying to now control you, control your finances, control your home, control what you do with your time, she's already telling you, babe, you see that your friend, I want you to stop seeing him. I want him to stop coming to your house. You see some of these your friends, I don't want them again in our house. She's already calling your house our house. My brother, the best thing you can do is to run from this one, because this one is the type of woman that will try to run your home. if you eventually marry her, and they know how to turn your children against you and basically kick you out someday, probably when you try to challenge their authority. So there's no even need to start to date them. This is actually a sign of a damaged woman, because only a damaged woman will try to be in a masculine, to play the masculine role in a relationship. These are some kind of women who I'll call the angry feminists. They are feminists, but they don't even know why they are feminists. They're just angry. And they try to unleash their anger by controlling a man. They try to run the relationship and the marriage. And if you allow this to continue, that is how it's going to be till you guys eventually break up or divorce. So when a girl starts this, the best thing you can do is to call her to order. But if she continues, you run from her. You basically run from her. It's as simple as that. So that's basically it, guys. If you have experienced any of these tests before, let me know in the comment section. And if you have any questions, of course, shoot me a question in the comments or in my Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.